What is up, everybody? How are we doing? Back with another Celtics recap. I was in Florida with my friend and my brother. I actually went to a Miami Heat game versus the Lakers in Miami a couple weeks ago. FTX Arena, cannot recommend it more. FTX Arena was amazing. I hope you guys had a great holidays. Hope you guys had a good Christmas. Before I get started though, unfortunately Monday night watching the football game, DeMar Hamlin collapsed during the football game. Very scary and unfortunate event. Praise out for DeMar Hamlin. Praise out for his family, his friends, and his teammates. But DeMar is doing a lot better. DeMar Hamlin was doing a little better. He's recovering. He's talking. He's talking now. He's got movement in his hands and feet. He woke up this morning, asked the doctor, "Did we win?" The doctor said, "You won the game of life." So it's very good to hear that DeMar is recovering and that the prayers are working. It's very good that the prayers are working for him. Prayers are working for DeMar. Very unfortunate event, but the prayers are working. Keep praying for DeMar. I just thought I'd honor him real quick. Honor him. Unfortunately, it happened, but gotta show my respect. We never want that to happen to any player. Unfortunately, things happen, but so I just thought I'd get that out real quick. So praise out for DeMar Hamlin. Keep praying for his family and his friends. It's working. God is real. God's got him. God is great. So we got shit DeMar. Praise out for DeMar. Keep fighting, number 3. Okay, so on to the basketball now. On to the Celtics. Celtics with a huge win over the Mavericks tonight. Celtics win 124-95 against the Dallas Mavericks. Huge night from Jason Tatum. 35 minutes from Jason Tatum, 14 rebounds, 10 assists, 29 points, triple-double, 29-point triple-double. Absolutely huge game. These past 2 games were kind of rough. Denver was defense was just got exposed in Denver, and then OKC the other night just shot lights out versus Celtics. Celtics got blown out. So Celtics need to get back in to bounce back. And these Celtics need a game to bounce back. Jason Tatum set the tone tonight for the Celtics. Jason Tatum set the tone right off from tip-off. Try to make those great passes, being a good playmaker that he is. Set the tone from the start and let him know, let the league know I'm still here. No matter what, we had a bad loss. It doesn't mean nothing. I'm still gonna come out with fire, and I'm still gonna lead this team to a win. Crucial win. Celtics need to bounce back. So let's get into the positives. The role players. Coach talked to Coach Mizzou. I spoke to them today. He said, "Hey, if you guys want to play, you guys want to help out, you guys got to deliver. What are you guys going to do? You guys want to play or not?" And Grant Williams, especially, had a huge game tonight. Grant had an amazing game. Shout out to Grant Williams. Huge game for him tonight. 28 minutes, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 12 points. Those goals, but the numbers don't tell the whole story for Grant Williams. Huge on defense tonight. I think the Celtics kept the Mavs from 3, 2 for 16 from the field. That's amazing. If that defense can get back to what it was last year, Celtics could really can make a run. The only reason Celtics, even though they're the most talented team in the NBA right now, I do question a little bit the turnovers, the defense that sometimes, some of these stretches they go on, they just, unfortunately sloppy on these stretches, but still very early in the season. So I think it's just a season. But if they can really lock in by playoff time, Celtics can get the run. They can get the trophy. They can make a run and get the trophy. But obviously it's going to take a while. But they have to adjust. But on the bright side, though, Celtics with a huge win tonight. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum playing outstanding. That defense, it was really a defensive game. and Celtics were hitting their shots. Once if the Celtics can hit their shots consistently, and they can make good passes consistently, the defense can be consistent. And this team, this top 8, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Malcolm Brogdon, Grant Williams, Robert Williams. Who am I forgetting? Robert Williams, Grant Williams, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Malcolm Brogdon, Al Horford, who I forgot. So Robert Williams, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White. I forgot Derek White too. See, all the starting 8. So all the starting 8 is talented, very, very deep. It's very deep. So let's see what the Celtics have Saturday versus Spurs, but I definitely think tonight versus Luka, who is definitely without a question, I think Luka could be the MVP this year. I want Jason Tatum to be MVP, and Tatum's playing way more efficient this year than I've ever seen him in my career watching him. I think Luka is just putting up numbers. When I was in Florida, so the hotel we stayed at, me, my friend, and my brother, it did have NBA TV, so I caught the Celtics and Clippers game, and I streamed the Celtics and Rockets game, so I clipped that. But I was chewing on my phone, and I'm kind of mad because they did have NBA TV on the hotel, so I should have watched that game, Luka versus the Knicks, because Luka had probably the best those stats were probably the best I've ever seen. 62 points. Actually, let me pull this up. Luka versus Knicks. So it was a stat line 60 points, 21. Wait, hold on. These stats were unbelievable. So Luka Doncic, 47 minutes, 60 points, 21 rebounds, and 10 assists. That is amazing. I wish I watched that game. That was an amazing game by Luka. Obviously, when I got home, I caught up on NBA. I caught up on everything. But woke up, and I couldn't believe it. He's ridiculous. But I definitely think to beat the Celtics, Luka definitely needed to show up. He was a little injured, but Mavs are banged up. But they won 7 straight. The Mavericks are a good team. Could I see the Mavericks going far? I think the Mavericks are 1 or 2 moves away from being really contenders. But but I mean they're obviously contenders. It's hard. The NBA's weird in the playoffs, man. It's hard. But I really love when the Celtics are on all cylinders. When the Celtics are shooting lights out, hitting their shots. It's so hard to stop this team. If they can just fix it, turnovers, and the defense can be a little more consistent. If they lock in, this team's getting the trophy. I don't see any other team. I don't see any team who's this talented, who shoots this good, and is deep and is loaded. They are loaded with talent. The Celtics know that they are. They know they're loaded with talent. They just gotta stop. It's a regular season flaw. I know they're very passionate about the game. This is a group that Marcus Smart's been on this team since I was in 7th grade. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown been on the team since I was in high school. I haven't been to high school in 2 years. It's my second year. So they've been out for Jay's been on the team ever since I've been in high school. So that was 2018. I graduated in 2021. Or 27, whatever year I was in high school. It was 2017 2017 I went to high school. So 2021 when Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown got drafted. I was so excited when these guys got drafted. I was like, I saw Jason Tatum play that first game. I'm like, yo, I'm getting this jersey. This is our dude. I was hyped all summer. I'm like, oh, I'm getting a Jason Tatum shirt, Mom. And Jason Tatum has been my favorite player all through when I was in high school until now. I just think he's amazing. I really think this dude's Tatum is way more efficient than he's ever been. But on the defensive side of the ball, Celtics definitely showed up tonight versus a very good hot offense and a very good player, Luka Doncic. Last year the Celtics went to Dallas. Luka hit that one leg game winner. tough times. But Luka's just that good. But the Celtics showed up tonight. The NBA has been kind of insane lately. I wanted to speak on that real quick. The NBA's been insane. Lauri Markkanen with 49 points. Donovan Mitchell goes off for 71 points the other night. Giannis is going off. The MVP race right now is amazing. And there's this narrative going around, oh, well, no one plays defense. No, teams play defense, but the new generation of basketball is finally starting to show up. Guys from 20 to 25 are starting to come alive. All these young guys are starting to come play here. There's a level. They're here. Like, they're kind of good. These young kids, but they're still Kevin Durant and LeBron era. A couple years ago, 2018. We all know that 2018, LeBron, when most of these guys are drafted. LeBron, Durant, it still was them. Now this new era, don't get me wrong, KD and LeBron are still balling. LeBron is putting up numbers. LeBron, too, is putting up numbers. On his birthday a couple weeks ago, he put up a bunch of 47. But a lot of these young guys are here. A lot of these young guys are starting to evolve. And it's amazing. Embiid, Jokic, Tatum, Donovan Mitchell. I could go on and on. Jaylen Brown. All these guys are starting to evolve. Embiid's been involved. Him and Jokic always been involved. But a lot of these young guys are really starting to impress me. It's amazing watching this. Darian Fox is showing up. Some bonuses having a year. I mean, you gotta love this, NBA fans. So NFL season's almost wrapping up. It's almost playoff time. We're all hoping DeMar's okay. He's recovering, so we're gonna find out what happens with playoffs. But basketball is really starting to heat up very, very early. Excuse me. I feel like basketball doesn't really heat up till it heats up at this point, but all of season it's been heating up. Basketball has been very interesting this year, and I feel like there's a lot more scoring because a lot more ISO ball from these players. Like Donovan Mitchell is a great ISO scorer, and all these ISO defenders are having trouble against Donovan. I feel like a lot of teams can't switch on defense like that. They're just, defense is so hard to play right now because offense right now is more dominant than I think it's ever been in basketball. So all these cats can score, man. There's just all these young guys are finding ways to shoot. They're all getting good looks and they're shooting. Maybe this NBA offseason was amazing. A lot of stuff happened in this NBA offseason, and man, we are getting to show this NBA season. So it's amazing. SGA too. SGA is putting up a show. I don't think I forgot about SGA. That boy's a baller. Very young team. They are starting to show some resiliency. Pablo is having a good year too. What a young guy am I thinking of? I'm thinking of some certain player. Did I say him? What am I thinking of? Darius Garland and the Cavs. There's a lot more entertainment in this NBA season. A lot of these guys and there's almost every night someone's dropping 49 or 55. Someone's at least going for 40 almost every night. And dominating. A defense is harder than it is not that much defense being there's defense being played. Could it be better? Yes. But it's just hard. It's just consistency. It's definitely an issue in the NBA. Definitely with the Celtics, but they'll pick it up. And a lot of these young stars a lot of these young players, man, are starting to hit. Like I said, Curry, Durant, Curry's gonna come back and absolutely light it up. Clay's been going off too. Klay Thompson, shout out to Clay. But a lot of these young players are starting to hit here. It's starting to go a little. They're starting to really hit here, and it's just amazing to watch how blessed we are as NBA as fans this season. It's been a roller coaster season so far. I can go on and name the list. LeBron. All right, here's the thing, guys. Let's speak about this podcast. Well, you guys watch this tomorrow because I know it's really late right now. Will LeBron break Kareem's record for 500 points? It seems like it's gonna happen. Is it gonna happen this year? If they make playoffs, if LeBron can consistently drop at least 25 or more every game, he's averaging 25, I think, right now. He's gonna do it. I think I respect him. He's an all-time great player, Hall of Famer, one of my favorite players, one of the best offensive scorers ever. I just think LeBron, man, if the Lakers make playoffs this year, I think LeBron is really LeBron is having an amazing. He's 38 years old, dropping 47 on his birthday. Spending $1 million on his body, and he just looks like he's doing it better than when he was a rookie. He's attacking more. He's attacking the rim more, and just no one wants to go. No one wants to contest LeBron on those dunks. No one wants to put a body on LeBron. His footwork is there. It's just amazing how good LeBron still is, man. It is really. I will never talk about the GOAT debate because my GOAT's still Jordan, but LeBron really, man, it's amazing how good this dude is. I'm gonna say this though. Oh, yeah, another point. Speaking of defense, right? You know what the Celtics did tonight on defense against the Mavericks? They chopped their feet and they were playing defense. They're fast switching and they're chopping their feet, making those quick stops. Chopping your feet, defense, and they're fast. They're chopping their feet. That means that you're chopping your feet against me. If I'm have the ball, guy's chopping his feet, I know I'm in trouble. I'm gonna have to get this ball away, or I'm coming for a screen because I know this guy's gonna beat me. I'm not beating this guy to the rim. I'm not gonna beat this guy. I can't attack here. I'm not gonna risk it because I know I don't want to first force the turnover. He's attack. I can't attack you here. Gonna have to get the ball up. So Celtics were chopping their feet. Their defense was on point tonight. That defense was amazing. It's so much better with Robert Williams' back. It's so much better with Robert Williams. Great rim protector, but he's literally just like a slasher. Just like a slasher. And it's just, that's why I think Robert Williams really is. Grant's like a stretch four big, and stretch four, man. You know what I'm saying? Guarding up, stretch four, man. He could definitely block, but he puts a body. When Grant Williams and Robert Williams and the Celtics just play defense, it's so hard to stop this team. If they can get back to what they were last year, this Celtics team, and then clean up their flaws, there's no reason the Celtics shouldn't have a trophy this year. There's no excuse for the Celtics. There's no excuse. Excuse me, I'm sorry. There's no excuse for the Boston Celtics to have. There's no reason. There's no reason the Celtics shouldn't have a trophy in their hand this year. In their case this year, there's no reason they shouldn't have 18. There's no reason the Celtics shouldn't have 18 wins this year. This is the time to get 18. Just want to make sure that's right. Yeah, this would be 18. This got to be the year. 2 wins away. I think the Celtics really. The Celtics are playing like they have one, but they got to get one. But they're playing hungrier than ever, and this was a huge win. Let's see what the Celtics do. Next game is Saturday at 6:00 versus San Antonio Spurs in San Antonio. Then they got the Bulls, they got the Pelicans, and then they got the Nets. That Nets game is gonna be amazing. I can't wait for that Brooklyn Nets game. That's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a very good game. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are playing lights out. Kyrie is playing lights out. I watched him last night versus the Bulls on League Pass. Kyrie is playing insane right now. The NBA seeding right now, as we all know, the NBA seeding right now is going to be insane. The standings are insane. Celtics are in first. We love to see it. 27 and 12. Milwaukee Bucks 2 games behind. 25-13 at second place. Third place, the Brooklyn Nets, 25-13. Cleveland Cavaliers at 25-14. Number 5 is the Philadelphia 76ers, 23-14. Number 6 is the New York Knicks, 21-18. Pacers, 21-18. Pacers are making some noise this year. Miami Heat, 20-19. So those top 8 teams are pretty good. So it's definitely a year. It's wild. It's a bloodbath in the East Conference. Let's go to the West real quick. Checking on the West. How are we doing? So yeah, the West is pretty good right now. I think the Warriors will be back. The Warriors are in 9th place. That's not gonna happen for a while. Denver at first, 25-13. I think the Jokic, of Jamal, and Michael Porter Jr. Can get back. I think the Nuggets might be in the finals this year. Memphis Grizzlies, 25-13 at second. Pelicans at 3, 24-14. Dallas at 22-17. Sacramento Kings, what surprised me a lot this year, 2017. Clippers, 21-19. Clippers suffered a big loss tonight versus Denver Nuggets. Got blown out, I believe. I was just watching that game. So, yeah, that Denver team is for real. They beat the Celtics at home. They're a very good team at home, and they're just a very good team in general. I think Denver is really starting to take that hump, but I really think if they stay healthy and consistent, that Denver team's also a problem. But yeah, the NBA is definitely incredible right now. I'm back, so obviously the work is back. NBA grind's back in. I would not want to have it another way. Keep praying, guys. And keep enjoying this season. I'll have you guys covered, and have a great night, guys. Thank you. Go Celtics. Go Celtics.